Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. If you missed Monday's upload, make sure you go ahead and check that out. I talk about exactly why I went with nylon coated brake lines instead of stainless brake lines. We finished Monday's video trying to tackle the front. We ran into some issues with, having to heat up right by the brake lines. We got them all broken loose last night and we wanted to just call it a night and move on with the day. So this is a two-part video. This is the second part. If you missed Monday's video, I'll leave that link in the description below. I'll also leave the link for these brake lines in the description below for you guys as well. So I'm going to kind of show you exactly where these lines are going. We've got them all loose right now, but we haven't taken them out just yet because I kind of wanted to show you guys how the front actually works versus the rear. The rear is not simple, but it's pretty, it just shoots straight back. So it's not simple to do, but it's simple to see how to do, I guess you could put it. Don't forget the giveaway. The $250 Lincoln Diesel Specialties gift card is up for grabs. All you have to do is follow my Instagram, be subscribed to the channel, and like either a post or a video that pertains to that giveaway, and that's it. That's all you have to do. So make sure you guys go ahead and do it. My link for the Instagram will be below. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. If you're already subscribed, hit that bell button so you get those notifications when these videos are posted. Let's go ahead and get started on these fronts. All right, so here's the nice, wonderful Wisconsin rust. These lines are absolutely beautiful, but they just kind of run up along the frame here for the fronts. It's actually quite simple. They come up here in the wheel well. You're gonna have your ones that shoot straight up. Then you have two. One comes right down here to the left front brakes. The other one goes down and under. Right down here, right above the skid plate, goes across, comes around, and right up to this other one. Like I said, last night got a little late for us, and I have a beautiful wife, I have a beautiful daughter at home, so I really want to make sure I spend as much time with them as possible. It means a lot to me, especially when my daughter's really young right now. I will show you guys a trick real quick here, what I did to kind of look at the plastic clips that the blinds are attached to, so that it's really easy to figure out how you pop it out. They're simple to pop out, but it can be a pain because you can't see what you're doing. So I'll show you guys a quick little trick right here that I do to see how to pop them out. So basically I grab my phone here, I make sure that my flash is on, and then I just do this. Hold it down, and then I come up, and you can see how they're run. It's definitely a nice little trick to do when you can't get into those tight cavities. It's actually something I do at work as an electrician when I can't get into attics or I can't get into, some of the above ceiling spaces or even some places in industrial. It's a nice little trick that helps a lot. Make sure you do that. If you're getting frustrated, just say, hey, let me grab my phone, let's see if it works real quick, because it's really easy to get frustrated in a project like this, especially if you're part of the rust belt and you got that Wisconsin rust. A lot of heat and some Kroil. If you don't have Kroil, make sure you go ahead and get some Kroil. If you want to know where to get some Kroil, I'll leave a link in the description below for this. This thing works wonders. Throw away your PV blaster, throw away everything you got and use this instead. Much better option. It definitely gets the job done fast for you. So just a little tip, I am not at all messing with being careful or taking them out. For how much of kind of a pain they are, it's not worth my time taking them out to try and be real nice and cordial with them. Putting them in, yeah, I'm gonna take my time and gonna do it right, but taking them out, there's really no need to want to do a super nice clean job to take them out. So now basically all you have to do is you look at the piece that, I cut that off. You kind of match up what your pieces have. Obviously that piece definitely matches up with this bend right here. They don't tell me, what is what. They don't tell me like, hey, this is the, front passenger side, front driver's side. That would be nice. But again, they do have these nice bends here. Bend this straight. That's about the most instructions you get with it. Watch a couple videos on it. Watch my video on it. They're very simple to do once you dive into it and you take a look at everything that has to be done. And then another little tip here, take some tape, wrap it around your ends so that you don't get anything in there. You really don't want to get any dirt or rust in these brake lines at all. So that's going to be a whole nother headache that you're going to have on top of what you have to take care of. So make sure you just tape them up with some kind of tape. Like I said, you got these ends here, you just kind of basically bend it out. they want it bent straight. You know, it doesn't have to be perfectly straight because you do have flexibility with these, so it might not go run perfectly as how you want it to be ran, but these pre-bent, you know, you can't beat it really. They do make I think it's a stainless flexible brake line, but I like to use the factory locations. I don't want to zip tie a bunch of brake lines. Let's see about getting the front passenger side done. All right, so it's starting to get late for us here. We are gonna finish up, so don't you worry about it. No matter how late it gets, we're gonna finish this up. It just takes some time to get it routed properly. It's really not that hard in regards to how much effort it really goes into it. I'd say the hardest part was getting the lines off the block and then making sure you're not stripping out the flares. Unfortunately, we stripped one out. We're working on that right now. That has made it a pain, but I want to show you real quick for the two that go up into the engine bay. I want to show you how I'm going to run them and why I'm going to do them this way. So the two bottom ones right there, that goes into the engine bay. Of course, we're going to follow the same way that these ones take, but then when you get up in here, I'm just going to run them up, leave them up there, and then we'll drop the truck down and we can land them right there. You know, I'm going to cut those current ones off right at the engine bay so they can drop out and you don't have to really worry about going up there, taking them off and then taking them down. If you're replacing them, just cut them off, bring it down, and then go ahead and just worry about it once you drop the truck down. So we're gonna run those two, drop the truck down, land them, and we're gonna go ahead and bleed the brakes. It's gonna be a very long process, and then I'll take it to a shop afterwards just so they double check that the brakes were bleeded properly. We've got the entire brake system bled out. We have no leaks. We had a few spots where we had to go under by the block and retighten it down with some leaks. We also had the back rear one that I did. That one was leaking on us, so we had to go ahead and do that. That one up right there is the one that I had leaking. Now we bought a kit from O'Reilly's to bleed the brakes, which worked pretty good. We did that on the rears, and then on the fronts we did it the old school way because my bleeding screws, even though they're brand new calipers from, well, I wouldn't say brand new, they're 2 years old, the bleeding screws wouldn't move, they wouldn't budge. I stripped them out, so we did it kind of a different way, the old school way, you could say. All in all, this is day 3 on the project of all new brake lines. Again, I went with OEM nylon coated ones from factory. They're awesome brake lines. I would highly suggest them. I'll put the link in the description below for that. Again, if you have not seen Monday's video, make sure you check that link in the description below as well, so you watch that one. I don't think it's as long as today's video because today I really wanted to finish it up and I wanted to get it all done for you guys. You know, it's all in all, with the hours we have into it, you know, things came up, we had to change, you know, life came up, things happened where we had to stop on the project and redo it or go back to it later. Stuff like that just happened, especially when you work a full-time job, you have a wife and a family. You know, Eric, he's got his girlfriend here at his house, he's got stuff he's got to take care of. We were working on his Jeep as well. Realistically, if we would have had an all day to where we could have just tackled it in one day, we probably could have done it. But I can tell you right now, take it in. Don't do it. It was a pain. It was not easy. It wasn't hard. It wasn't easy, but it was very meticulous. Threading the flared nuts in, it's very easy to strip them out. We stripped one out, we re-flared it 3 to 4 times, so that took up a lot of time. If you want to tackle it yourself, by all means, don't be afraid to tackle it yourself. If you're gonna do it yourself, please have somebody with you that's done brakes before or replaced at least a brake line before. A second set of hands is a must. It's an absolute must. Don't try and do this yourself. You can maybe do one line, but if you're gonna do a complete brake line replacement of your truck, don't do it yourself. Get a second set of hands. I preach a second set of hands all the time because there's gotta be somebody that you know that can help you. If you don't have somebody that can't help you, tackle it on your own, I guess. If these are just junk, you know, 10 years from now, I'm not doing it. If I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys, I'm not doing it. Eric's not gonna do it anymore. We're actually probably gonna put a sign on his garage where it says, no brake lines.
Never again.
Yeah, not happening. Don't forget to get entered for that giveaway, the $250 Lincoln Diesel Specialties gift card. All you have to do is follow me on Instagram, subscribe to the channel, like either video or post in regards to that giveaway. That's all you have to do. Stay tuned for next week. We're gonna be doing a hydro booster on the truck. I'm gonna do a pretty in-depth video for you guys. Might be changing up something in the engine bay. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you're already subscribed, go on and hit that like button. Have yourselves a great weekend and we'll see you Monday.